Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I will show you guys how to join a Windows 11 machine to a Windows Server 2025 domain controller. So if you guys are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you guys, or if you know anyone that's ever looking for penetration testing services, vCISO services, cybersecurity, or anything under the sun in the security world, please reach out to us at ISP Security. We will be more than happy to help you out. So if you're looking to join a Windows 10, Windows 11 machine to a domain, I want to go ahead and showcase this in my lab today. The reason why I'm doing this today is because I'm creating a bigger series or videos that I want to show you guys how to do more enumeration of internal pen testing, but I figured I'd just throw the camera on really quick to show you guys how to do this so we can get this lab just that much better, right? So first, what do you need to do this lab? I already have my Windows Server up and running, and if I open up Server Manager, let me go ahead and open that up for you. In Server Manager, I have right here. And if we go to local server, my server is a domain controller. My domain is isp.local. And I have everything configured and set up as a domain controller. If we open up Active Directory users and computers, let me go ahead and open that up. And we can see here that I have users, I have my whole AD built out. But if I go to computers, I have 0 computers joined to this domain. So if I want to start enumerating and doing some other stuff to tag on to this lab, I need to get a client installed, right? So I have installed a Windows 11 machine inside of VMware, inside of this lab. And what I want to do is join this Windows 11 machine to that Windows Server 2025 system or domain. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and open up a command shell first. So let's go ahead, let me go ahead and make this bigger. Let me do an IP config really quick just to see what my IP address is. And I'm at 192.168.100.224. My domain controller is at 222, I believe. If I just do ns lookup, let's see if this will work. I don't think it will, but let's see. I do not, because it doesn't know where to go. If I do CLS here, ipconfig/all, whoops, sorry about that. All, not SLL. So my DNS server right now, I'm just showcasing all of this stuff just in case you guys need to do this as well, right? If you're trying to do this at work, if you're a help desk guy and you're just like, oh, you got thrown in, you said, hey, Bob, you need to, reinstall Windows and then join this computer back to this domain. This is going to show you how to do that, right? As long as you have the information for that domain controller that you're joining, but I'm assuming that you have that going for you. So right now, my primary DNS is 192.168.100.2. This doesn't know how to get to that domain controller, even though it's on the same network. So let's come back here for a second. Let me open up a terminal, make this bigger. And let's go ahead and do an IP config here, all. And this is on the domain, right? So my host name is DC, my domain, my primary DNS suffix is isp.local. And you can see here, my DNS server is itself. So I want to go ahead and make a change just because, I want to show you guys how to do this. So if we open up Internet, Network and Internet, go to Ethernet, we can see that it is assigned, but we can edit this. For DNS, we're going to point it to itself, right? So 192.168.100.222. Okay. And then I want to do an alternate. I'm just going to do Google for now. Okay. Let's do 8.8.8.8 and then save this and we should be good. Let's come back here, do a CLS on our terminal and let's hit the up arrow twice. And we should get the real information. I do have IPv6 enabled on here. So if I disable that, I will not have that. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll show you guys how to do it another way. Let's go ahead and open up Control Panel. And let's make this bigger. Let's go to Category Large. And if we go to Network and Sharing Center here on the left-hand side, change adapter settings, I only have one adapter on my VM. So let's go ahead and double click on here, go to properties. And right here we have Internet Protocol version 6 enabled. Let's uncheck that. Click OK, OK, or close, I'm sorry. And let's go ahead and do CLS here. And let's do again, and we should not see that anymore, right? So now we disabled IPv6, so we don't have any broadcasting on that. Okay, so now we should be good. Now, if we come back to our Windows 11 machine, I know that was a lot, but I think that's really, really good to know when you're troubleshooting and when you're trying to join a Windows client to a domain. Okay, so let's just go back to our control panel. Let's go open up control panel. I want to go back to large and go to network and share and center. Go to changing adapter settings, and here is my adapter settings. And I want to go ahead and go to properties. I want to disable IPv6, IPv4. I want to go ahead and put an IP. You know what? I'm not going to even put an IP address. I'm just going to put a domain or a DNS server, which is my domain. That's what I meant. So 192.168.100.222. And then I want to just do Google for their alternative DNS. And then validate settings upon exit. That's fine. Do I need an IP? Okay, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go ahead and click OK. Yada, 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 yada. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do CLS here. Let's do an IP config all, and we're able to see we're hitting the DNS. So now let's see if we can ping isp.local. Now we're able to ping that IP or that DNS name because it's on the same network and we can see it, right? So let's go back here and let's go ahead and just go. And now we're going to join this computer to that domain. Now we're able to communicate with it and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and just right click on start. I want to do it the quickest way. And let's go ahead and go to system. And in system, let's go ahead and I already renamed my PC. So down here, we see domain and work group, or work group, sorry. And then we can go ahead and go to change right here, work group. And instead of member of a work group, we're going to go ahead and put it as a domain. So let's do isp.local in my case. Just make sure you put your domain that you're joining to, right? So let's go ahead and hit OK. If you're getting prompted with this, you are in good shape. This is saying that we're able to communicate to the domain controller. Okay, so I'm just going to put administrator at isp.local for the SPN. And now we're going to go ahead and put my fancy password. Okay, and we should be good. Welcome to the domain. And okay, close, and let's go ahead and reboot. So now while that's rebooting, let's come back over to the Windows server. At this point, if you have access to your server, if you're a help desk, maybe some organizations don't allow you to actually remote into your domain controllers. But if you have some kind of access to those domain controllers, or if you have access to Active Directory, maybe you have the plugin. So now if we refresh this, we should see a Windows server here because now we're joined to this domain. So if we double click on here, we can see the property, general operating systems, members of, delegation, lapse, blah, 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 everything else, right? So we are good here. So the last thing we're going to do before we end this video is log in to that Windows machine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead because I have an ISP pen tester. So this is the account that I'm going to log into that Windows 11 machine because I want to act as the pen tester, right? So I'm going to do something here that you should never do, but a lot of sysadmins do it. I'm going to put my password here, and this is for password 2026. And this is just for later stuff that I'm, when I do stuff with work or like students or whatever, I can showcase that if we're looking at the description, but No reason to know that now. This is not a video for hacking or anything like that. This is just joining Windows 11 to a domain. So now let's come back here. We rebooted. Okay, let's go ahead and do a Control-Alt-Delete. Instead of logging in as Patrick, we're going to go ahead and go to Other, and we can see here that it says ISP. So now I want to do ISP pen tester, and then my fancy password, which is password 2026, and log in. Now I'm logging into this Windows 11 machine with that ISP pen tester account. So this is telling me you join your computer to the domain. Now you're able to log in with a domain user. You're not logging in with a local user account. So this is going to take some time. Probably it's going to take I don't know, a minute or so, but that's pretty much it for this video. Oh, that was actually quick. So wait, hang tight. Let's actually let me go ahead and just right click on here, display settings. I want to make this a little larger so everyone, including my blind eyes, can see it. All right, so if we right click on here, go back to system, we can see here now, right here on the device specifications, we can see full device name isp-win11.isp.local, right? So you can see that here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see like the, 8 gigs of RAM, 60 gig drive, blah, blah, blah. You can see Ethernet. You can see everything, pretty much the DNS that it's being assigned. You can see here DNS, all that good stuff. And now the last thing I want to check just to see, this is for bonus. You can, whoops, if I can spell. So now what I want to see, just to showcase something, if I do NS lookup, so now we're looking, the default server is unknown, but the address to my DNS server is the domain, right? In order to fix this, if you want to know this, I'm sure if you're in an organization, you're just joining your computer to a domain, this is probably fixed. But I want to show you something really quick. And let's come back to the server. How we can fix that is if we go open up DNS. This was my bread and butter for many years before I got into pen testing. So this stuff I know in the back of my hand. I can troubleshoot this stuff really easily. And I know Windows servers I think pretty well. All right, so we have something called a forward lookup zone. This is gonna look up any kind of DNS query, and you can see here that we have one DNS-A record. So if I want to do a reverse lookup, so say for example, I want to fix that problem, let's do new zone and next, and we're going to have this as a primary zone, which creates a copy of the zone and updates directly on this server, which is our local domain controller. Okay, because this is it. We want to do it to all the DNS servers running in a domain controller as isp.local, IPv4 reverse lookup, and we only need to do the first 3 octets. In my case, it's 192.168.100, and then we have allow all secure. This is fine with me, recommended for Active Directory, perfect, finish. Okay, so now we have here, go ahead and reload. So now if we come here, check this out, if we double click on this, we can see that there's no PTR enabled. If we enable the PTR, hit apply, hit OK, come back to a reverse, right click, reload, and then refresh, we have the PTR here. So technically, if I remember what I'm doing when I was a sysadmin many, many moons ago, if we go back to our Windows 11 machine now, we exit here, and we're going to do an ipconfig / flush DNS, right? So DNS, and then I want to do registered DNS. I think it's registered DNS. Let's just do question mark. Registered DNS. Okay, right here. Boom. Okay. So I want to go ahead and do a CLS. And then I want to paste that here. And I want to register. Oh, I need to be an admin. That should be fine. Let me see let me do display DNS now. Okay, so you can see all the DNS records cooking, seeing what's up. Okay, so let's now do NS lookup. And it's still, I think we have to reboot this. And we could do set server equals a, set type. I think it's set ty equals a. And then I want to do dc dot isp dc dot local. Okay, boom. Man, this is bringing me back to my sysadmin days. It's really fun. So now we see the default server. Now if we do exit CLS, why isn't it keeping? That's weird. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to reboot. But anyhow, the default server, once you do that, it should be your domain controller, right? So maybe I don't remember something. It's been a long time. And I went above and beyond in that sense. I just wanted to show you guys how to install, join your Windows 11 to your domain. And that was pretty much it for this video. So hopefully you found that extra bonus section informative. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Again, if you guys, or if you know anyone, any companies, local, whatever, if they need any cybersecurity services, please reach out and I will give you a referral bonus if you refer them to ISP Security. And again, my name is Patrick Gorman. I am the founder of ISP Security, and I'll see you guys in the next one.